Hi, my name is Larry Newman. I'm an attorney. I'm located in Ithaca, New York, and today I'd like to talk to you about conditional discharges. There's a lot of misinformation about conditional discharges out on the internet. I looked at a lot of chat rooms and a lot of people talking between states and places. What does it all mean? I can tell you exactly what a conditional discharge is in New York State. You should not compare conditional discharge in New York State to a conditional discharge anyplace else. I would tell you right now, unequivocally, never compare one state with another state. Even if they call it the same thing, it may mean different things in different places. In New York State, a conditional discharge is a sentencing option. It doesn't relate to whether you were charged with a crime or not, or whether you've been convicted of a crime or not. That is dependent upon the level of the type of offense that you had. There's violations. There's misdemeanors and there's felonies. Violations are not criminal convictions. So if you even got a conditional discharge to a violation, that doesn't mean that you're convicted of a crime. But if you got a misdemeanor, whether you got a conditional discharge or not, you've still been convicted of a crime. The conditional discharge has nothing to do with whether it's a conviction of a crime. That's number one. Number two is, because you satisfy a conditional discharge, it does not mean that the charges are dismissed. If the charges were dismissed, then you wouldn't have had any sentencing and there would be no sentencing option. So those are not compatible concepts. If you got sentenced, then you could potentially have a conditional discharge. If the charges were dismissed, then we wouldn't even have a conditional discharge. And the third thing about a conditional discharges have conditions. The main condition of a conditional discharge is that you'd have no new crimes for 1 year. In other words, you stay out of trouble for 1 year. You don't get rearrested for a crime for 1 year. I'm not talking about a speeding ticket or a traffic offense. I'm talking about getting arrested for a new crime. Or else they can come back and reopen sentencing on what you pled to. In other words, they can't go back to the original charges that you were charged with, but they can go back and resentence on the charges that you pled guilty to. So in the case of a DWAI, up to 15 days in jail is one of the possibilities. And I've had people that have gone on and violated their DWAI conditional discharge within the year. They got rearrested for a new charge of a DWI, and they went back and they gave them 15 days in jail on the old DWAI when they had a conditional discharge. So I know it can be a little confusing. This is what I do. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Be more than happy to answer them.